Actually, how's it going?
It's going yourself.
It's going very well. This is Frank Miller.
Oh yes,
I
sir.
sent you, yeah, I sent you some couple options, load option, and I spoke to you about the dispatch services as well.
Okay.
So, who's doing the dispatch right now?
I am.
Oh, you're doing it yourself. That's good. How many trucks do you have?
We got 6.
You handle all 6 trucks yourself?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. So, what is your gross? Every week. What's the average?
Well, we like to be up there around. Right now, it's kind of hard to do it, but we'd like to be up there 10, 12.
Between 10 and 12. And where you run the reefers? Everywhere?
We run them everywhere, but we usually want to keep them up in we'll leave Roswell, New Mexico, up to Wisconsin, Florida.
Oh, okay. So, are you getting contracts, or how are you getting the job? Like from DAT Load Board?
Some of these places we pull direct and then load board that.
So, what is your per mile rate expectation? What rate you're getting?
Well, sometimes we're getting like 280.
280. And your box truck, they run 7 days?
Yes.
And do you have a team or solo?
No, solo.
Solo. So, okay, 280. And you want to keep them in the mountain time, is that right?
Yes.
Where are you based?
Here in Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh, New Mexico. Okay, give me a second. You don't like to go to East, or see, the reason I'm asking this is because your driver will stay out for a 7 day, or they stay out, right? They don't come home every day.
No, I got a few of them that stay out for 3 weeks.
Right. So they're gonna stay out, right? So I can help you pump up your gross. Okay. You can tell me your focus. If your focus is on the gross, I can definitely maintain the gross for you and help you out in dispatch. So you can focus on maybe expanding the fleet or more bigger tasks. Or if you tell me that I'm more focused on per mile rate, then I can pump up your per mile rate as well. I can get you $3 plus $4, something like that. But if you are a gross guy, then I can definitely get you a gross as well. But I'm gonna run reefer. In my own lanes, I prefer them in East. But whenever your driver wants to go home, he can tell me 1 day before. Okay, to share his schedule. I will send him home without any delay. Your truck will not be empty for more than 6-7 hours every day. Every day we will get a job, and your truck will not be sitting empty. And we can handle your whole fleet, do the dispatch, packet filling, negotiation, Tonu, the communication with the drivers, invoicing, everything. I've been running reefers. Okay, I have 18 reefers right now, and they're making about let me check the last week gross. Yeah, they're on average they do like 10,000 easy.
10,000, you said?
Yeah, 10,000. You see, I prefer like more stability rather than getting 12,000 sometime and then getting 8,000 sometimes. So it's better to stay in just the 10,000 or 1100 in middle, close to it every week rather than 1 week good and 1 week not good.
No, that's for sure. That's
consistency is always better.
That's the way I kind of like to stay. I'd rather have something stable. If you have something stable that brings in.
You see, everybody wants stability, right? Everybody wants to see the number and predict the number. But the thing is that this is the transport business. It fluctuates every second. Every second you will get a new rate. You step into a new border and it's a totally different story. right? But we do have a forecast team that judges the market and tell us, okay, this is where you should take the truck, and then this day market, this is going to be good, and these kind of things. So we run our truck accordingly, right? And yeah, that's what we do. I mean, we try to give 100% accuracy and stability, but because the market fluctuates, so sometimes it's going to be up, sometimes it's going to be down. But 10,000 is something that we can easily touch a week if the drivers is working 7 days, and I'm gonna run him under my own lanes. You can apply all the filters. Like if there is some areas that you don't want your driver to go, that's fine with me. You can tell me upfront. If you're gonna tell me my driver runs like 700 to 800 miles a day, that's fine. If you tell me this driver doesn't run more than 600 miles a day, all right. So you can give me all the filters. I'm gonna apply them, but I'm gonna be working as a fleet manager for you. I can talk to your driver and help them out, and we have a very professional people, and we understand the psyche of the driver. So we want to keep him posted and give him a sense of independence, but at the same time making him work for us. So we know everything about how to handle those drivers, and I'm gonna be just reporting to you directly, and you're gonna be reporting to me about numbers. We can make a platform and we can share all data there, and you can just from the top overview your fleet, what's going on, where drivers, we're like a WhatsApp group or something. So you will see everything going on and what's going on with the business, who's where, how much money, but at the same time you will have more time to focus on other bigger tasks that you've been waiting to get a time for.
Okay. Like when you say the East Coast, where about? What states what lanes do you run in the East Coast?
So, to be transparent, okay, I'd like to tell you that we are a dispatching company. All right, we're not brokers. I don't have an MC. I'm a dispatch company. I specifically provide dispatch company. But when I started this business, I realized that everybody's doing it, and this is something which I'm getting into. It's like something that a driver can do it itself. So there's no value that I'm going to be adding. How I'm going to get the clients? You know what I mean? So then I started working on my PR, and I built connection with, I used to book load and talk to the brokers for like hours, just to make a rapport with them and make sure that I'm saving their contact, and I know the guy who knows the guy wherever my truck is, So now at this stage, I'm at this stage that 70% of my work is done without a DAT load board. I know, okay, truck is in New Jersey. Okay, I know Mark in New Jersey. Let's call him and see if he can get. And these are big giants, So they definitely get me something. And then I have not one, just numbers of people in every state. So I just call them and see, hey, do you have anything? And I do the math and I book them and run them. Now by doing this, it gives me access to the loads which are not even the load board. Like I always try to book in advance. Before your drivers is unloaded, I know the schedule, I know the ETAs. If everything seems smooth, I go ahead and book it, keeping the hours and it's going to take to drive, the deadhead, everything, all the calculation in mind. So yeah, that's what we do. Because the market fluctuates, so I'm not promising you anything fancy. I'm not a guy. I'm a practical guy. So pretty much we'll be doing the same job you are doing right now, because nobody can run your business better than you. That's for sure. Nobody can run my business better than me, right? So we'll pretty much be trying to fill in your footstep and match your level, and even then try, learn from you and try to do better. But most of the value that we will be bringing in is ease. You can sit back and relax now, because I know how dispatch works, and 5-6 trucks, how much effort and time consuming it is. But it's something which takes all the time, but at the end of the day, it's not worth that much as of yet. I mean, you can. What I mean is that you can hire a guy who can do the same job, and then you can focus on bigger tasks. So yeah, pretty much we'll be making your work easier. I'm gonna considerate my own business. I'm gonna make sure that you're profitable, I'm profitable. At the same time, if you're making money, I'm making money, right? So I'm gonna run them in that way.
Okay.
Right. Now, because normally we charge 7%, because I have credibility and I have numbers, I can give you a couple of people references. You can talk to them and they can vouch for me. There's this guy who is running 5 days a week, okay, in just 4 states. He's based out of Connecticut. He runs only in the neighborhood 4 states, and he makes a gross of about 7,000. We've been running him for a couple months, I guess now, and it's consistency. 6,500, 7,500, just for 5 days. He focuses on the per mile rate, so we focus with him on the per ride. So he gets like $3 plus loads, $4 sometime as well. So I have a guy who can vouch for me, but at the again, I charge 7%. But with you, because you have a bigger fleet, and I'm gonna be getting more business from you, I can meet you in the middle. Now, do you have factoring by any chance?
No, we don't have factoring.
Okay. Are you opposed to factoring, or is this something you were looking for, or?
I was looking for back in the day, but I think we're in good shape right now that I don't need, it's because if you, so let's say you start paying somebody to dispatch your truck, and then you pay somebody factoring, and then you pay somebody else do a little bit of other stuff. So by the end of the day, I mean, even if you make $10,000, now your $10,000 just went to $6,000, because it doesn't.
I know. So I understand your perspective. I 100% understand that. But there are some things that when you need to spend money, and there are some things where you can save money, right? Let's say for instance, you have 5 trucks. You're making 50,000 a week, and doing the dispatch your own. You hire a dispatcher, right? You pay him like 4%. Okay. Now he's doing the job. He's making you money. He's adding value. Now the time that you got by not working as a dispatcher and working as an owner, now you can focusing on maybe getting direct contracts. You can use your relationship to get contracts, and then lease more trucks and get them on the contracts, and expand your business, because everybody dreams for scale, right? But when you're doing all the things by your own hand because you want to have a grip, and you cannot rely on another person, because nobody can do the job better than you yourself. So at that time, it stops scalability. But if you want to scale, you have to hire resources. Now, I understand the point where you're saying that you will pay a percentage to dispatcher, you will pay a percentage to factoring. You are paying the percentage already. You work with a guy, right? And then you do quick pay. You guys do quick pay?
Yes.
So with quick pay, they charge you a percentage anyway. They call it a quick pay fee, but they charge you depending on the broker. They charge you 2%. Some people they charge you up to 7%, calling it quick pay fee, and you're paying it already. But now, why I'm saying get factoring? Let me. So why I'm saying get factoring? Nowadays, you will see a lot of people getting MC and authorities as brokers, and their MC is brand new, and it's only 2020 registered, 2022 registered. These people are doing double brokerage. You will see, an MC paying good rate. You will book it, let's say, and then, what happened with me, why I'm saying this, there's this guy, Jose from California, one of my carrier. I got him a load from California to Virginia for a drive, and we were getting $3 plus. And it was a load for 6,400. We were like, that's amazing. Let's do it. I checked the MC. I do the due diligence and everything. MC was old. Everything was looking okay. He didn't have factoring, so we couldn't check the factoring if it's approved or not. So anyway, we did take the load. We did the load. We applied for quick pay, and now we're waiting for the payment. Next day, I got him a load picking up from North Carolina, going to California. Again, we did the due diligence, and in fact, we checked that MC with one of our other carriers' portal for factoring that we have, and it was approved. It was good. But because Jose didn't have factoring, now once he was back home after a week, and he was down like $13,000. Okay. So we started talking to the broker. What's going on? Why you guys not paying me? And while I'm talking, after 2 or 3 hours, I got a call from a lady, director of FSL, operation director of FSL, saying that you guys are the dispatcher, and the only reason I found about you guys is because your driver signed JMD Trucking on the BOL, and then when we got the BOL, I was like, we give this load to a totally different person. How does a JMD guy is signing it? And then that's how he got the hold of the driver, and from the driver he got a hold of us. So what happened there, even if it was the old guy, he did, he had couple partial load. He got it from the other brokers, did double brokerage, mix them up, make it one, and give it to our driver. And then now there were three parties involved. FSL gave it to Infamous, Infamous gave it to iTrucking, and then iTrucking broker give us to us. Now because it was few partial, they made it one and then one big job. So FSL decided not to pay. So now our 6400 is stuck. Okay, the other guy, old MC, not responding. I've been emailing, calling him, no answer. Then finally we file a claim against his insurance. Old people are doing this thing as well, and that the only way to prevent that is to have factoring. Now I understand factoring charge 3%, but if you have a bigger fleet, you can get a lower percentage than that as well. And then you can only use the factoring smartly. See, the only shady brokers that you're not sure about, you can use factoring for those brokers. The other guys like QQL, Landstar, they're perfect. You can do quick pay or wait for 30 days to get paid. Then all the money will come to your pocket. All 10,000, you know, or all whatever the load was for 1,500 or whatever it was, everything will come into pocket after 30 days. But we can do this with only giants who are for sure we know that they will pay. But with shady people, if you have factoring, we can run them through the factoring. Once the factoring says it's approved, you can blindly do that job and cash out your money within 24 hours. You're paying the percentage already to the broker in form of quick pay. Now, by getting factoring, it will be official. So that's why people feel hesitant, because now it's becoming official. But you guys are paying it already.
Yeah, I mean, but well,
rest assured. See, you know your business. It's your call. You want to take the factoring or not. I am responsible to do the due diligence of the broker. And book the load, and the money is your responsibility, because I'm only going to be taking care of the billing once I submit the billing, you know. So if you have factoring, it's for your own good, right? So you want to take it or you don't want to take it, whoever you want to go with, that's your call. But regardless, you want to work on quick pay or you want to work with factoring, I'm on. And the best part is that, you know, I know that somebody reached out to you and then he's offering you services and you don't know nothing about them, and you're hesitant, you might be stuck, or if it's not a good experience and all those questions. So we don't have any contracts. We send you our packet agreement, you sign it and send it back. The agreement only holds that we send you the jobs, and if you take those jobs and you do those jobs, you pay us our percentage on those jobs. You can work with anybody you want. You can hire more dispatchers if you want and work with us as well. It's your call. But I would win you over after a week or 2 weeks, and then, you know, I'll be your exclusive dispatcher, not in papers or any contract, but by your own wish. You know, if we are doing our job, then I don't think there will be a reason for you to switch, right? So you can test it out for a week or 2 weeks, or maybe once 3 weeks, the drivers goes out. Try it out for 3 weeks. You like it, keep us. You don't like it, I mean, you can do it yourself. You know, game back on. But again, no contract, no games, straight. You know, the only value we're gonna add is that we're gonna make your work easier, and we're gonna help you save time, and we will make sure that we are working with our 200% potential.
Okay.
Okay, so how will we charge? We will only charge you guys 4%. Okay, for now, if you give me all of the business to run, after a week or 2 weeks, you can compare the numbers. If you think 4% is not worth it, and I'm not delivering 10,000 in 7 days, then you can come back and we can negotiate on the percentage. But if I deliver 10,000 for the drivers who are working, 7 days, then it stays on 4%. And if you like the services, then obviously you don't have to. You know, I'm paying them 4%, but at the end of the day, they're doing the job.
Okay.
So, do you have any questions?
No. Just send me a package so I can go through it a little bit this over the weekend. and then you can call me Monday, and then we'll decide if I want to do it or not.
Okay, I have this email, HernandezTrucking1@hotmail.
Yes.
I'm sending you an email. Read it out. Check my website, and then it's a standard email. So do not worry about the rate that mentioned on the price. We've agreed on 4%. So yeah, think about it and then get back to me. And just to let you know, we're the ideal fit for you because we work 24/7. So if your trucks are out, they're working, we're working. They need after support. We are there for them. So we are 24/7. Christmas, New Year, Saturday, Sunday. So.
Okay. The only part would be that a lot of my guys don't like to go East Coast though. They rather stay in between, right here in the center.
See, I'm not. So let me make. I know why they don't want to go there. So, some people they don't want to go to there because of snow, because of mountain, because of traffic, right? So my story is simple. Wherever the money is good, I'm gonna take you there, except for a couple states. So I'm not gonna take you to New York and above. I'm not gonna take you to Florida or Georgia border with Florida. I'm not gonna take you to these dead states. I'm not gonna take you to Washington unless it's paying $4 or $5 a mile. All right. So these are my preference. I'm gonna run you in these areas. Maybe I don't run them in East. I only run them in the places that you want. Right. We can try it out. I mean, if this is what we can do. I've sent you the email. Okay. You reply me back with your 4 documents: packet documents, MC insurance, void check, and W-9 form. I'm going to create the agreement, send it to you, and then you can read it thoroughly and then sign it and send it back. For the first week from next Monday, I'm going to run you guys only in the area where you want. Okay? And I'm going to be, my driver's going to be talking to you and working with you closely, and, just to see just to give you an idea virtually how the market is and what you would have done, to learn from you and adapt the changes. We will run him for a week, and we will see the result. Next Monday, okay, I will run them on my own lanes to East, but I'm not going to take them to New York or dead state of Florida. Keep him in the middle of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, North Carolina, South Carolina, Ohio, Michigan, these areas. So, first week we will run according to you. Second week we will run according to us. You can compare the number after both weeks and then tell us, okay, do a mix match or do your way or do my way. Till that time we will have built that trust, and then you can make a firm decision.
Okay.
Because right now I'm just closing this deal. After this deal is closed and the paperwork's ready, my driver's who's expert in reefers and in that region, he's gonna have a welcome call with you. We will get all your filters. We will read all your requirements, write them down, take notes. This is the weight limit. These are the things. These are the places he wants to go. These are the equipment that we have. These are the driver. His nature is this. He wants to drive this much. All that information, we will sit with you and gather that information and note it down. And then we'll run your driver according to all that information. And then next week, we will just change the part of the lanes that we will do. But other than that, we will apply all those old filters. 500 miles a day or 800 miles a day, depending on the drivers. So, and then you can compare the number and we can go from there. Whichever numbers are good, we can continue doing that. It's all about money.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, reply me back with those documents. And then I'm gonna send you the agreement. You can read it over the weekend, sign it, and Monday we can run you. What do you think?
Okay.
All right. Should I expect the documents?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll send you the agreement. You read it thoroughly, and then you do your due diligence, check my background and everything, whatever you want to do. Monday we can run you. It's an open contract, so you'll not be stuck. If you decided to leave, you can leave.
Sounds good.
All right, perfect. I'm waiting for the document. As soon as I get them, 4 documents, I'll go ahead and send you the agreement because I need those information with the packet. Also, sleep over the idea on factoring. You can only use the factoring on shady customers, and the other one you can get the full payment. It's your decision with which job you want to use factoring and with which job you don't want to use factoring. You have that independence. So yeah, sleep over it just to make sure your money is secure, and then whatever you decide, I'm okay with it. All right.
Okay.
All right. My name is Danny. This is my direct line. Any question, call me back. I'm the manager of sales, and as soon as I get your document, I'll send the agreement over. Thank you so much. If you have any further questions, please go ahead.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate your time. Thanks. Bye.